And now I'm driving down L. Do you know if there's anything, do I need to stop at the mailbox?
Not that I'm aware of, honey.
Oh! I just got rear-ended.
Oh, honey.
God. All right, honey, I gotta go. Bye-bye.
All right, baby.
You're kidding, bro. Well,
video protected.
Ya me los conozco a todos.
Sí.
Claro.
Bueno. No te voy a hacer quedar mal.
Esos son todos los que me operaron a mí hasta que se...
Pones nuevo para estrenar y para todo, para ir y venir.
Ok, te damos un ratito, no, nos damos un minuto.
Bueno.
Chao.
For that was mostly untouched, not harassed by the former regime in Bashar al-Assad. They were largely left alone, so they're trying to figure out where they're going to fit in this new Syria.
And I just got rear-ended by a white pickup truck. I'm in a Nissan Rogue.
What?
I haven't seen you conversing with anyone else tonight, Edgar said. The only person you've shown an interest in is my wife. And I'm going to tell you right now, if that is the case, you and I have a problem. And I am the last...
Whether the background check problem may have also been the reason why Maddie Morphosis wasn't cast. However, Nation didn't address this specifically, so there's no confirmation of the reason, or maybe there was another reason Maddie was not allowed to compete. Also, just as some extra additional tea that I saw outside of Roscoe's, which is to do with Bosco revealing some backstage tea about writing the verses for the song challenge. So recently, a TikTok
God.
No, we can't.
I don't know what to do here.
Stoi kagoskotro iti rakore bitte. Sagero na থাকতে people trust you if you've been trained.
So right here, I see they getting a little too close, right? So I get off the brake right there. Boom. They had a chance not to hit me. Didn't get off the brake. Boom, hit me. Look at him, gone. Just took off on me. But luckily, I had a trailer pitch in, and they pretty much ran smack into the.
Whoa! Are you serious?
Looking for next here. Members of Congress have already introduced a bill that would create an inspector general that's a kind of watchdog for federal judges, and they're also drafting now that might give law clerks and other people who work for the federal court some legal protection. I'm also watching for a couple of independent reports due to come out later this summer, in particular one from the Government Accountability Office. They've been looking at the procedures the courts imposed after the Me Too movement, whether those are really working, and how the
region. It was like independence for the Donbass region, and then the agreement that the rest of Ukraine would not join NATO. That was the deal that they had worked out. And look at where...
You should hire a professional. Suggest recommend, don't recommend, 그렇죠? Suggest, suggest ing. 자, 이런 얘기를 이렇게 들으시면서 보면서 들으면서. Check tattoos. My shit tattoo on my finger.
on, stop. No.
Holy sh**.
Conversation. Do you remember when all the smart people said masks don't work because people fuss with them? All the smart people said that, right? They thought that phase 2 would be to become more socialist after they made a lot of money. So China's strategy
A new signature sauce, they thought. Straight to the permanent menu you go. The McCrispy. Mac's next big thing. Available after 10:30 a.m.
Ah, the busy car park. Lap 3. Driver's patience waning. Oh, these parking space lights never.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Damage to front bumper. Imminent. Aim to get fixed. No, it'll be okay. With GIO car insurance, if your car needs repairing after a prang, you can choose your own repairer to fix it. So you know it'll be done
Really?
Kind of, you want my hand in there? Yeah, just to point at those little flakes of iron that are coming out, like right there. There and there. Metal detectors were...
Ah! 713. You're fine.
Dạ, 6 tuần tập rồi. Tắm tôi để bên cầu cổng. Hai. Em mấy cháu à? À.
嗰位㗎唔會。哦，死咯！快啲啊！有 camera， 快啲有 camera。哎呀 ，hit and run， 報警！有 camera， 快啲嚟！
上飛嘛。
Viu? Somalis are funny, mama. Go with the big shoulders. Somali, they call it garba chicken.
Garba chicken.
Garba chicken. You guys okay, my baby?
Yeah.
My baby, is he okay?
Yep.